Welcome back to Boy the Kinologist. This is another episode of Code Study Sesh and OSRS AFK training. And we're doing some enums now in Golang. We got 2 more chapters left of the Learn Golang course. So there's 4 lessons here. So there's enums now for Go. So I'm going to create another section of my notes. Oh, did I level up? Nice, 58 wood cutting. Okay, let's go to enums now. Lack of enums, so enums. My least favorite part of Go, you asked. So he says enums, lack of enums. Subtypes, tagged unions, etc. Statically typed languages are Rust, TypeScript, OCaml. Go's type system isn't as powerful. It's more similar to C's system than Rust. Yeah, Go is basically a C, except without all the bullshit packages. It's a very lightweight version of C, basically. Follows a lot of the same conventions. Errors are just values. In Go, we write something like this. In Rust, we could do this. Use your error if nil get. Oh, so with the enum basically saying he can assign it to match of this get user. So if we can get a user, or if there's an error, fail to get it, let user equals get user. In Rust, the getUser function returns a result type that is either an OK or an error. The compiler forces the developer to handle the error because treated with a happy path, getting user data. In Go, developer can choose to happily ignore the error value and use the user data even if it's invalid. Okay, so it's basically saying it's just more strict in Rust. Technically, if this returns nothing and you get an error value, get user this one, in this case the error is separate. We could choose to just ignore this whole block and then keep using the user. And here with this, with the enum thing, in Rust you have to either get user or error and use the one and resolve it then and there. Probably nil or an empty struct. The support for enums in Rust makes it easier to write bug-free code. Well, that makes sense. A lazy Go programmer wrote the handle email bounce function. Just because the compiler doesn't force us to check errors doesn't mean we shouldn't. Okay. Take a closer look at the update status methods in the user Go file. So it's pointer to user. Okay, cool. Update status string. So it takes in a string, returns an error. If status is not equal to email bounce, return invalid. Otherwise, use status equals status. So this is like deeper into the abstraction. Track methods in the user Go file. Okay, let's look at the track. Okay, so event is not email bounced. Total bounces plus plus. Handle their errors properly and use FMT error F function. Formatting verb to add useful context to these errors. FMT error F. Okay. So this is the main Go. The user Go already has an FMT AF. If the update status fails, I'm not actually completely sure what they want me to do here. Because they already have FMT AF. I could just swap it to this. Oh, it doesn't let you edit this. So M is an email. Oh, I can just add the error check here. So if the error is not 0, then we want to make updates. So basically I just take the error and then bring it back to whatever the fuck I'm doing here. Because this is the argument of the function, em. So if I get the email, update status, and then I put that value in here, whatever that is. If there's an error value I get back, then this will trigger and throw an error here. The error is not nil. If it's successful, it's just going to do this. Same thing with this. I'll go Syntax error in your Go code. FMT error F. Oh, you're returning. What's it returning? Error. The user Go. It just returns nil. This is the error function. It either returns the status or no. Oh wait, what am I doing? Why am I putting EM status here? It's just EM. FMT error F. Oh, string literals. Oh my gosh, this fucking syntax error. Fucking hate it. Multiple values or just an error. Oh, there's no multiple value. Okay, that makes it even more straightforward, actually. Or I could just add the error check directly on it. I'm curious. I just want to see if this works. Because if that works, then I'm done. Must match the types that the function expects. I'm really lost with this, so I'm not gonna lie. The syntax is like fucking me up. So now I know FMT error. I'm just curious, how does that work? Okay, so let's look at this. How much time do we have? 22 minutes. Okay, cool. Cannot use EM. A string value of the argument. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Let's go back to what I had before. Let's make it generic. Let's start here. You cannot use EM variable. Okay, what does users go have? Status string. What does the email contain? Email.status. Okay, so we could do that. em.status, because that's what it expects, and then am.track. What does this take? Track string. Okay. Analytics. Total bounces int. Track. Takes an event string. Should be closer. Excellent, you're making progress. Looks like you correctly identified that email status is the string. Now let's look at the remaining errors. No new variables on the left side. Means you're trying to declare a new variable, but error has already been declared in line 6. Okay. Okay, I'm now reducing the errors. Let's just reduce the code. I need to narrow this down. Undefined FMT error F. Okay, let's look here now. I reduced a lot of the errors. You're zeroing in on the problem. You're encountering undefined FMT error F. This is a very common type of error. It points to a simple typo. Oh, arrow F, error. Once you fix that, let's also remember that the original task to check if update status and track return an error. How do I get into if we can't get two values? Right now you're calling this, but you aren't capturing the error they might return. How can you modify these lines to store the result? So now I captured the errors, put them in this. I'm basically doing the same thing again. If error 1 not equal to nil, What the fuck? I swear I did that like 10 times. Okay, whatever. We basically take the error that we get here. We pass in the string because it's looking for string value. So update status error, status string, and then track event string. And then basically, because this returns an error already, we have to store it in a value and check if it's not nil. If it's not nil, because it's already being, either it checks for the error and returns an error, or returns nil. Right, so if it's not nil, then we have an error, and then we want to return it, and then do this. Same thing here. If it's not nil thing, and we have to store that in this variable here, so that way we can do it. Submit. Cool. That was wild. Okay, so we'll continue in the next episode. See you guys soon.